This is the Mellow Marshmellow Comforter Full/Queen, and I've been using this for a while now, so I figured I'd share some thoughts. I got this because I wanted something thicker and softer than the basic down alternative comforters I've used before. I was not looking for real down, mostly because I do not want feathers poking through, and I also tend to react badly to some bedding materials. So the idea of a fluffy, feather-free comforter made sense for me. The size I have is full/queen, and it measures 90 by 90 inches. On my bed, it gives decent coverage, but this is one of those things I would think about before buying. If you have a full bed, it should give more overhang. On a queen bed, it fits, but it does not hang super far down the sides. If you like your comforter to cover the mattress sides completely, this may feel a little short. I noticed that more after actually sleeping with it for a few nights. The feel is the main reason someone would buy this. It is thick, soft, and puffy. It has more loft than the cheaper comforters I've had from big box stores. When I pull it over me, it has a soft, cushioned feel without feeling heavy like a weighted blanket. It is not flat or thin. It has that full, stuffed feeling, and I do like that part. The outer fabric feels smooth against the skin. I have used it without a duvet cover, and it feels nice enough to sleep under directly. That said, I still think using a cover is the smarter choice, especially if you got the white one. White bedding looks clean at the start, but it also shows everything. Body oils, sweat, pets, and normal daily use will show up fast. A cover also makes washing easier, since washing the whole comforter is more of a chore. The comforter uses box stitching, so the fill is separated into square sections. That helps keep the inside from shifting all to one side. I have had cheaper comforters where the fill moves around and leaves thin spots. With this one, I have not had that problem in normal use. Warmth is where I have mixed feelings. This is a warm comforter. I know it is sold as an all-season option, but for me, it depends a lot on the room temperature. If my room is cool, I really like it. It feels cozy and comfortable. If the room is even a little warm, I can get hot under it. I sleep warmer than some people, so that matters. If I keep the room around the mid to high 60s, it works better for me. If the room is closer to 72 or higher, I usually wake up too warm. Compared to lighter down alternative inserts I've used, this one traps more heat. That is nice in colder weather, but not always great if you run hot. The setup is simple because there is not much to do. I took it out, let it fluff up, and used it. It looked better after a little time out of the packaging. I shook it out a few times, and the loft came back nicely. I did not need to do anything special before using it. For daily use, it is easy in the sense that it looks good on the bed without much effort. I can make the bed quickly, and because it is puffy, it hides wrinkles better than thinner blankets. It gives the bed a soft, full look. The part that is less convenient is washing it. This is not a small comforter, and because it is so thick, it needs space in the washer. I would not try to force it into a small home machine. I would use a large front-load washer or a commercial washer. That is not the most convenient thing if you like washing bedding at home all the time. I also would be careful with heat in the dryer. I use low heat and give it time. Dryer balls help a bit, but it still takes a while. If it clumps or dries unevenly, that can be annoying. This is one reason I think a duvet cover makes sense. One thing I worried about before buying was whether it would flatten over time. So far, it has kept a good amount of puff. I do shake it out and rotate it sometimes. I think that helps. I would not expect any synthetic fill comforter to stay exactly the same forever, though. Down alternative comforters usually compress with use. This one feels fuller than most I've used, but I still expect some flattening over time. Another concern is allergies. I like that it is feather-free. I do not get the smell that I sometimes notice with real down. I also have not had irritation from the fabric. The OEKO-TEX Class I certification is nice to see, but in real use, what matters to me is that it feels gentle and does not make me itchy. For me, it has been fine. Compared to a regular duvet insert, this feels more like something you can use on its own. Some inserts feel unfinished, like they really need a cover. This one feels more like a comforter. But compared to a lighter cotton-filled blanket, it is warmer and less breathable. So, it really depends on how you sleep. If you're someone who likes a cool, thin blanket, I do not think this is the right pick. If you sleep hot, I would be careful. You might like it in winter, but it could be too much in summer unless you keep the room cool. If you like a soft, thick comforter, and you want something with more puff than a basic insert, this makes more sense. I think it is good for people who want a cozy bed feel, do not want real down, and do not mind being careful with washing. It is also better for someone who uses air conditioning or sleeps in a cooler room. The biggest downside for me is heat. The second downside is care. It is not hard to use day to day, but washing it is not as easy as washing a normal blanket. So my relaxed take is this. I like it, but I would only recommend it if the warmth and care requirements make sense for you. If you want something light and easy to wash at home, I would look at thinner options. If you want a thick, soft, down alternative comforter, and you can wash it properly, this one is worth considering. If you have any questions about how it feels, how warm it is, or how it fits on a bed, leave them in the comments and I'll try to answer based on my own use. Thank you for watching.